Whoopsie, 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 whoopsie. Welcome to LRFC, people. Please hit that subscription button, notification button, and like button, and all that good stuff. It's been a while. It's been a while. I know, like, I promise consistency, but it's a bit difficult for me at the moment, and I apologize for that as well. So please hit that subscription button, notification button, like button, all that good stuff, and you can see it right there in the screen. We're on the road to 2000, so with your help, we will get there eventually. Thank you very much for the people that's tuned in. So today we're going to be talking about, obviously, the Premier League, and that referee decision in the previous game. But before all that, I want to talk about, this magnificent team that we have, and, the season they're having, because not a lot of people are talking about, the good stuff that's happened this season. I didn't expect us to be top of the league at this stage of the season. I didn't even expect us to actually compete, as much as we did this season, especially with the injuries we have. The player quality is there, as we all can see. Are they better than the previous players that was there? Majority are. Let's just be honest here with McAllister, Soboslai, and other players that's came in, Endo as well. So what we fail to realize is that what this team has done all season. They only lost 2 games, and one of them was a strange game away at Tottenham, and the other one was the Arsenal game when we had a lot of injuries. But it's not an excuse. We don't make excuses at Liverpool Football Club. We still get on with it, and like, we lost we lost less than the other teams that's competing in the Premier League as well. And you see Arsenal yesterday, obviously battering Sheffield United, but Liverpool are just getting on with their business. We won by 1-0 against Nottingham Forest, and there's a lot of controversy around that, which doesn't even make sense to me. I will discuss it as we go along. Like, I was upset. Like, people are talking about a drop ball. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's very strange. But, give credit where credit is due. This manager, this team, it's just a pity the manager will be leaving, very soon. I'm upset about that. I've been saying it for a while. I don't want him to leave. Liverpool and Klopp is just one in it. We're just one of the same. And when one of us, goes away, it's going to be difficult to replace that kind of, togetherness, if you know what I mean, people. And that's what's upsetting me more than anything, if you know what I mean. But yeah, please get in the comments. Please hit the subscription button, notification button, like button, and please, I'm trying to get to the 2000 mark eventually, so let's get there as soon as possible as well. So yeah, just give the credit where credit is due to the to the football club as a whole. Even FSG, I'm not an FSG fan. Everybody knows I'm an FSG out. I will remain until I see something different at our football club. But you got to give them credit for this season. The signing they made, the backing they gave Klopp, and they were willing to sign Caicedo in the beginning of the season as well. So it shows ambition is there finally. But, he's still leaving at the end. I just can't believe where we are in, like, 27 games, people. 11 games to go. Top of the league. What more do actual Liverpool fans want? I don't really understand. We still have negativity out there, and I'm thinking to myself, how can you be negative of a team you didn't even expect to compete in the beginning in the first place? And now you can see them doing their hardest. They get injured. There's a reason they get injured, because they're giving you their all. And we are still, like, top of the league no matter what. We've won the League Cup, we're in the FA Cup, we're in the Europa League, and we're top of the league. If you give that to any other team in the Premier League, they'll snap your hands off. Let's be honest here. They will snap your hands off for that. Listen, this club is moving to, is going places. The next manager, he's got something there. That's the most important thing. And we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, listen, I think we're favourites for the league at the moment, because we've been top of the league more than anyone else. It's not like we just got there and in and out of it. We've been there for a while. So although it's only 1 point ahead of the other two, we're still, like, I think Arsenal's going to go top of the league if they beat Brentford over the weekend, because we play on Sunday, innit? So they play on Saturday. So if they win their game against Brentford, they go top of the league, which is, it is what it is. First time we've been out of the top for a while. But we have to beat Man City, man. That's going to be another show, hopefully. I'm going to bring a few guests on it as well. Hopefully, Man City fan, I could bring on like last time, and we could discuss it. I need to go back to that, don't I? I need to go back to, getting Man City fans, Arsenal fans and all that stuff on the shows again, so we could discuss more of, the rivalry of the two teams, whoever we're facing. It'd be great, yeah. But yeah, like I said, give this team credit, man. There should not be any negativity towards this team this season. I'm sorry, like, I can't even... I can't even find anything to say negative about this football club, the way they're performing this season. Which, listen, people, like the injuries we have, all that stuff, and we're doing this, and we're still having negative thoughts towards it. You must be out of your mind, man. Yeah, but this is what I want to talk about next, so let's do it. So, what we will talk about the referee decision in the Liverpool game, the drop ball that they've been talking about in the last week. It's just, it's amazing. It's really, really amazing. Like how long this is going on for. You look at the Liverpool games, how many decisions, which I'm gonna bring up, go against us, and doesn't even get this much coverage. It's kind of weird. And the referee that's in question is the referee we always have a go at. You know. Portini, it's weird. It's kind of strange. We're here talking about a referee that's made wrong decision. I gotta give him. I gotta say that. I'm not gonna lie here. At the end of the day, it's something he done wrong on the pitch, and it's already happened. But what I fail to understand is this happens all the time in the Premier League, but nobody ever talks about it, if you know what I mean. So Clattenburg, apparently he's advising Nottingham Forest about what's happening in the game, and he said like what Portini made is a wrong decision, and now referees are getting involved with football clubs, which is kind of weird. I mean, like, you got to get out of things like that. You can't have clashes around the league. We don't need that. The referee made the mistake. Let the referee committee deal with it. Now, Portini has been dropped from games. Okay, this is why I come in here. I remember certain decisions in our games. Sorry about that. I don't know what the hell that's going there. Not yet. I'm not going to be talking about it yet, but let me go back. I remember certain decisions happening in games, and nothing's been done about it. That's what I don't understand. More horrific than these decisions we've been seeing lately. That's what I'm trying to say, people. More horrific than the decisions we've been seeing lately. It doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? If you look at this one, the guy played basketball in the penalty box. Did you see any decisions? Did you see any referee actually get suspended for it? No. You know what I mean? What's more? You know what I mean? What is more? Controversial, a drop ball towards the goalkeeper or a penalty that's not given to the other team, which might cost them at the end of the season points if they didn't win that game. If you know what I mean? If we had a penalty, could have we won the Arsenal game? Yes or no? We don't know, obviously, but still, it's a penalty. It's 50-50 in it. You're either gonna score, you're either gonna miss. That's what it is. So that wasn't even in question. There was no referee banned for that one. And then you look at this one, McAllister got sent off for it. It was 50-50 challenge. It wasn't even like to the extent of he's trying to damage someone's leg. That card got rescinded afterwards. But did the referee get suspended? No. We look at this one. Konate got sent off against Arsenal for body check on one of their players, and Gabriel did the same thing to Nunes. Did Gabriel get sent off? Did he get double? He was already in yellow card. Did he get another yellow card? No. We saw this one. This game, everybody knows about it. It's Curtis Jones on one of the Tottenham players. And then you got the offside decision. You got the decision as well. So if you look at these decisions, a lot of them in the same game. Did these referees get suspended for it? No, not really. You know what I mean? You look at the Curtis Jones and you look at the Caicedo challenge. What's the difference, people? What is the actual difference between these two challenges? You know what I mean? It's the same challenge. From what I've heard, the Caicedo one, they said he slipped. He slipped? I rewinded that about 4 or 5 times after that. Because, Gary Neville, I think someone said he slipped. I rewinded 4 or 5 times. I didn't see no slip. So if he didn't slip, what do you say? What do you say to that? And not only that, there was another game. I haven't got the. Let me see if I could find it. It's weird. Like you look at that challenge and you look at this challenge. What's the difference? what is the actual difference? Curtis got sent off. Caicedo didn't get sent off. Not even a yellow card. He made about 11 challenges in the game. Not even one yellow card. Yeah, says enough. And that's, Kavanagh, the referee. What was the challenge? Hang on. Yeah, Chris Kavanagh. And he did another game. I think it was the FA Cup. Nottingham Forest didn't say much about it, did they? They didn't say nothing about it. On the challenge, which what's his name? Varane made in the box. Basically, he made a similar challenge what Endo did, and Casemiro scored a header, as far as I'm aware. But the thing is, the difference between the Endo challenge and the Varane challenge, Varane actually pushed the player to the floor. Endo actually Colwell run onto him. You know what I mean? So it was like a kind of obstruction, but it didn't. But he ran onto him. So it's two different things: physical intervention, and the other one, he ran onto the player. So I really don't understand how these rules work. And then you see Jota right there in the middle. He got sent off for a player running who clipped his knee while he's running behind him. He didn't intentionally, swing his leg towards him or anything like that. He was just running, trying to get to the ball, and then the player just clipped his studs on his knee, and he fell, and he got a yellow card for it, and he got sent off. So it was like down to 9 men after that. Nearly got a draw. Obviously, Matip scored an own goal afterwards. So it shows there's no consistency in this league. I've been saying it for a while. I've been talking about referees for a while, and I said if you haven't played the game, it's gonna be like this for a while. If you're struggling with VAR, which is supposed to give you, a helping hand, which is supposed to, get rid of all those mistakes that you usually do, then why are you a referee? I really don't understand. How can you be a referee if you got technology right in front of you that's supposed to help you, that makes it clear for you to understand the rules of the game? Honestly, I really don't know how that's working. But the thing is, I've already said it. In Europe, they use a different technology which works. I've even asked a few people in the Champions League, name me one decision in the Champions League that you saw that was controversial since VAR came in. Not many can even talk about it. Even in the Europa League, not many can even talk about it. But in the Premier League, we consistently get in decisions like this. And they make a mistake after mistake after mistake. And we have to accept it because it's a genuine mistake. It can't be a genuine mistake if you actually got VAR in place, if you know what I mean. That's supposed to tell you what's right and wrong. Yeah, it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. And this is what really angers me, that we have to accept this. At the end of the season, number one, a team will get relegated because of a bad decision. Number two, a team will actually not qualify for Europe because of a bad decision. Number three, a team can lose a title because of bad decisions. So all those three things can happen at the end of the season. And not only that, you miss out on a lot of money. Whatever you finish in the league, you miss out on money anyway. So that's four. It's crazy. I don't know like how long we could go on about this, because it's every season now and it's getting to the point, it's getting boring. And you got to look at it from a point of view, if Europe can, cope with VAR and it works, why can't we use that technology? And I already explained to you why we can't use that technology, because it will expose these referees for what they are, which is cheating on a regular basis. And not only that, it will make that technology from around Europe better than the Premier League one, because they don't want that. If you invented football, you don't want other people telling you what to do. This is how I see it when I'm looking at this. It's time to move on away from it, in my opinion. It's time to get this European, like the Champions League technology, into the Premier League, so we could see if the referees are as bad as they are or not. You know what I mean? We could see it in that way, because this technology is corrupt. It's really corrupt, people. You know what I mean? And they want to use it because they want to make decisions on what they want to see. You know what I mean? And that's the most dangerous thing, in my opinion. It should be decisions which is fair in the Premier League. It shouldn't be decisions where what they call it, I forgot the name anyway. The referee committee, PGMOL, make decisions on. It shouldn't be like that. It should be a fair decision where everybody can see it for themselves. And it's not happening, people. It's just mistake after mistake after mistake, and we have to accept it. And it shouldn't be like that. Football is so bad now. You can't even celebrate goals. How is that possible? How can I go pay like the traveling, the merchandise, the ticket, where you're sitting, and you can't celebrate goals? How? How is that possible in football in modern day, man? You have to wait to celebrate goals. It's either get rid of this, VAR and all this nonsense, or use it in the right way, which, affects the game in the right way. And it's not happening, man. It's not happening. Like you can see, people, look at that challenge, yeah? What's the difference? What is the difference? They said he slipped in that one, and the guy had to be carried off. It's crazy. So let me further this as well. Nottingham Forest, don't get upset at Liverpool Football Club. It wasn't our fault that decision was made. It's a drop ball, which was 1 minute 58 seconds later we scored. 1 minute 58 seconds later we scored, and you guys couldn't even defend that. A few of your players actually dribbled out the box with the ball, and this is how we retained it. And then McAllister done that through ball towards Nunes and scored. So you had 1 minute 58 seconds for you to stop Liverpool scoring. So you can't really blame that decision. And not only that, there was one of your players with a high foot towards Konate's head. That should have been a free kick to Liverpool in the first place. And, it is what it is. You can't blame Liverpool for what happened. It's the referee. You know what I mean? Portini makes a lot of mistakes in Liverpool games. We already know that. He doesn't like Klopp. We already know that. And, the reason I brought Everton on today is because the Premier League is playing with the teams at the bottom and the teams just above Everton. Because now they've got 4 points back. You need to speak to the Premier League. Why is this happening? 1 minute you take 10 points away, and next minute you give them 4 points back. Why is this happening? You know what I mean? Why are you confusing teams around Everton? Because when you think like you're around the same points as them, you could catch them up. All of a sudden they get that 4 points boost. It shouldn't happen. It should not happen. So this is what you need to fight. Don't fight, why Liverpool won the game. You need to fight the Premier League for what they're doing to these, other teams. 1 minute they deduct points, next minute they add on to points. And this is where you have to come in and ask questions about that. What happened in the game, it happens. It's part and parcel of the game. You got to look at it from a point of view of football. How many times do we see corners given, but it's not really a corner to that team? It hit their player and went out for a goal kick. But actually, they give a corner. And how many goals do we see after that? Nobody complains about that. What about the throw-in? Same thing. This team's throwing, but it goes to the other team. And then the goal comes from that. So these mistakes happen on a regular basis on the football pitch, but nobody ever speaks about it. Listen, man, it is what it is. For once, Liverpool get a decision, from a referee for a while. But it wasn't that decision's fault that you actually conceded the goal. It was 1 minute 58 seconds later we scored. So you could have had that in that minute 58 seconds to get rid of the ball somewhere somehow. But like I said, there's corners that's given, that's not a corner, and people score from there. There's throwing that's given, that's not a throw-in to that team. Eventually a goal comes from that. So you got to look at it from that way. These things is a regular thing that happens in games, and it's not the first time, it won't be the last time either, man. But the referee, getting the boot for this, and then you see all these stuff that Liverpool go through. Let me go back. In their games, like this, and referees don't get get the boot for it. There's something wrong. There's something wrong in the game, in my opinion. We get the most decisions. I think they made a calculation. Liverpool gets the most bad decisions in the Premier League, and like we said, 12 points before. I think it's gone above that. I think 15 points now. This season, we've lost 15 points due to bad decisions from the referees. Bad decisions from the referees. That's how many points we lost this season. So there's some of them. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And then you're crying about something you could have actually, retrieved in that 1 minute 58 seconds. I don't understand. Like I said, you need to worry about this. Everton getting 4 points back when they're taking 10 points away from them. That's what you need to look at. Don't worry about Liverpool Football Club. We're not down there with you. We're at the top. If you know what I mean. So, yeah. This is what I was talking about in regards to the game the other day. And It's really frustrating. Like, we're still talking about that, but it got more coverage than the Liverpool Tottenham one. I don't know what's going on nowadays. Football is just weird, man. It's weird. It's weird. All right, we're gonna talk about the Premier League. Let's see the results and the table, and then I'll talk about Xabi Alonso, and then I'm off ski. I had to bring you something in there. It's been a while. Yes, yes, yes. The Premier League is back. Okay, okay. Well, anyway, man. Yeah, there. So, okay. Aston Villa, Luton. Luton, listen. Like I said before, yeah, I don't make any judgments about other teams. It is what it is with them, all that stuff. But Luton is a lightweight team. Like when you come into the Premier League, you still need those bulldozer defenders. You know, the ones they're not very good, but they could just scrape you through. Being in the Premier League, they'll put their head where it hurts and all that stuff. But Luton, they've just got lightweight centre backs. I'm sorry, but if you've got centre backs that look like full backs, you're not going to survive in the Premier League, man. And yeah, listen, look at that. 3-2. I didn't watch this game, obviously, throughout. I just watched highlights of it. And, I saw a bit of the goals and all that stuff. But yeah, listen, Luton are going to go down the way they're going, man. And they're just too lightweight. They're just too lightweight. They need to sort that defensive side out, man, because they can score goals. That's the most important thing. They can score goals, which is the most difficult thing you can do in games. If you could score goals, then what you need is a defensive solidity. You need someone who's solid in the back that actually can lead the back line and plus keep the goals away from obviously your goalkeeper and all that stuff. So you haven't got that. That's why Luton is always struggling in the Premier League, man. It's sad. It's really, really sad because I like Luton. I like the way they play. If I ever go to games, it's not too far from London either, so that's all right. And then you got Tottenham 3-1. Tottenham, hot and cold this season. They are all right. You know what I mean? I'm not really too fussed about them, like scared of them. They get a challenge for the title or anything like that. Tottenham is Tottenham, isn't it? We all know that. Tottenham has always been Tottenham for years and years. Yeah, they won by 3-1. Timo Werner finally scored. Romero and Son scored as well, so they won by 3-1. Crystal Palace, obviously they got a new manager in. I don't even know why Roy Hodgson was still here, guys. I really don't. I mean, the guy's old. I mean, I'm sorry. I know, like, we can't discriminate against people, but he's not there anymore. You got to give the guy rest. I know they miss football and all that stuff, but you can't put pressure on elderly people like that. I'm sorry, like, it's just too much. It's too much, man. Let me get to the comments. Andrew says top of the league. Yes, sir. Top of the league. Big up, for all the people that's tuned in. I know it's not 2:30, it's 12:30 today, but I want to do this 12 o'clock thing, innit? I want to go back to my old days when I used to do things like that. Andrew Stevens says, let's win this league. Yes, we have to, mate. We've got no choice. We have to find a way to win it, man. Liam O'Connor says, sorry, people, my alarm clock is on because I'm going to work. Normally, that's my alarm clock to go to work, so apologies. Yeah, Liam O'Connor says Northern Forest ref decision is making headlines more than LFC versus Tottenham. It's weird, mate. It's absolutely weird, and it's frustrating me more than anything. To be fair, man, it's not fair. It's not fair in my opinion. Liam says corruption is in our game. I've been saying that for a while now. Like it's coming to people's eyes now. People can finally see what I've been telling people for a long time. I don't beat around the bush. I'm not like other people. You know what I mean? If something is happening to my football club, I'm gonna discuss it. I have to discuss it. I have to warn people what's gonna happen. And if I don't do that, things are gonna go disarray, and we're gonna lose the league title by 1 point again or something like that. And we don't want to go through things like that. It's really upsetting, if you know what I mean, man. Sideline Football Show says, big up, bro. We gotta do something soon, bro. I'm thinking of Friday or Saturday. If you want to tune in, like, come on with us. You know what I mean? We need to do the preview for the Man City game, innit? So I'm off on the weekend, so we might do something, all of us together. So yeah, I'll let you know, mate. Big up, though. Please go subscribe to him, man. He's amazing. I love the graphics, man. Beats anyone, to be fair. And he's a great guy as well. And he can, he will tell you everything about Liverpool Football Club. Very knowledgeable. Abdul says, Fawzi, assalamu alaikum. How are you? And also, how is your family? We live in a society that is corrupt, biased, money-driven, backhander. Yes, 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 yes. Sells secret agenda. People don't truth, and people don't want the truth. The truth. Thanks. Yeah, it's. This is what we live in, bro. I mean, can we get away from things like this? Not really. You know what I mean? When you got these people in charge, they can do whatever they want, and it's frustrating. But unless like us as people, you know, protest against things like this, the inflations and tax and all that stuff, these things are going to continue, unfortunately, man. And to the point, a lot of people are homeless now because of these governments. A lot of people are homeless now, struggling with life, and it's sad. It's sad to see that, man. You go around Oxford Street, you go around Victoria Street, and all that stuff. You see people around it that had homes and are no longer having homes, and they're just sleeping in the streets. Rough sleepers, isn't it? It's crazy, man. Okay, and it's our game next. There you go. I'm not even going to talk about the referee decision. Like what I enjoyed about the game is we kept on going, and Liverpool kept on going in the game. They didn't really stop. That I don't know where it is. Like when I watch Liverpool, I'm not really scared. Like you could get frustrated in some sense, but I don't anymore. I just wait till the last minute now, and if we get a goal, we get it in it really, and that's what we do. Then we just keep going. The bench looked stronger the other day. Like Nunes came on, Soboslai came on, and the young Dans came on. The one I'm saying is Harry Kane, next Harry Kane. I mean, I might put too much pressure on the kid. I regret it now because a lot of people on social media are talking about that. They're calling him the next Harry Kane. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't put pressure on him, to be fair. Listen, we've got to give these kids time and patience. I mean, Liverpool Football Club is the best place to be. Liverpool Football Club is the place that gives you, the limelight. They give you everything. They support you to the hilt. They don't really go against you. They don't boo you like many players in the past said as well, who played for the big clubs in the Premier League. Yeah, it's what we are in it. Outside influences we don't really care about, and we want to give Dan's the time and patience, Clark and McConnell, and Bradley in there. So give them the time and patience. But I'm looking at the youth, actually, the youth players in Liverpool Football Club. The youth is looking impressive, guys. Honestly, I used to watch the youth back in the day. I used to go and travel around to watch them around London. But I've never seen a youth system like this right now. What we're doing, man, it's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy, and I'm proud of the football club. They've gone down that direction, because if you put the youth with the senior team, then they could look at what they potentially can be, if you know what I mean. So when you got that in place, the players can improve, and when they play with the senior players in training, they could put themselves against these players and improve even further. But what I like about our system is from the obviously under nines all the way to the senior team, they play 4-3-3. So when you come into the first team, you won't be out of place, and that's how I see it when I'm looking at us as well. The players that come into the first team don't look out of place, and they're looking impressive every single time we watch them. There hasn't been one youngster that's come through recently that's made us think, nah, he's not good enough. They're all impressive as it is. You know what I mean? So that's good. Yeah. So as you can see, guys, we won by 1 goal to nil. We scored in the final seconds of the game. Darwin Nunes with the header. A lot of people who are doubting Darwin Nunes are coming around now. Like I've been saying it for a long time. Give the guy time and patience. All round game is improving. The only thing that's not improving just yet is the consistency with the goals. But he has been consistent recently. I mean, he scored like more or less every game he come on or played. So give the guy time and patience, man. He's there. I wouldn't swap him for anyone, Darwin Nunes, guys. I swear to you, man. He's everything that we need, man. More everything that we need and more. As long as he gives you 100% on the pitch, why argue, man? Why argue? So as you can see, Newcastle won by 3 goals to 0. Didn't really watch this game. Obviously, they're the home team. After that Arsenal, game, they need to come back. Eddie Howe is under pressure. Let's be honest, people. He might not survive. Next season. He might not even be a manager next season. Fulham beat Brighton by 3 goals to 0. Harry Wilson. We already know Harry Wilson. People, he's an ex-Liverpool player. He's a youth graduate. Brighton, and listen, without those important players, Brighton haven't been looking the same, have they? People, like, let's be honest there. And a lot of people are asking for Xabi to be the next Liverpool manager. No, thank you very much. I've said that for a while. If you're not proven in winning and getting trophies, over the line, don't come to Liverpool, man. Don't come to Liverpool Football Club. Everton got the 4 points and they lost points again. So you can see West Ham are, I think they're in a winning run. I think that's their second game they won in a row. I'm sure it is. So 3-1 to West Ham. Everton And the Sean Dyche, it's just watching Burnley, innit? It's no difference, man. Nothing's changed really. He needs to like improve his managerial skills, man. Go and study, man. Go and study. As you can see as well, Chelsea Chelsea drew 2-2 with Brentford. Chelsea were leading in that game, but Chelsea, what can we say, people? Our kids beat them. They are a billion pound team, and our kids beat them. Does it show there's commitment from those players? Not really. When you give players 8-year contracts, are they really going to be bothered playing? Not really. No. This is the result you're going to get, man. And it is what it is. And you got Man City versus Man United. Man United are just horrible, aren't they? They're horrible to watch, man. We have to be realistic. Can we even consider them as a big club anymore? Forget the trophies, man. I remember 1998 when they got the treble. They said, Liverpool is not the biggest club anymore. They are finished, blah, blah, blah. Now you look at them, it's been, 12 years since Ferguson? And what's changed? Sorry, 11 years, isn't it? 11 years since Ferguson. What's changed? I mean, they don't do nothing. How can your City rivals beat you on a consistent basis? That's number one. And number two, how can they call you shite? I mean, they call you shite. And they're singing it from the terraces, man. Come on. Your City rivals are calling you shite. Listen, Man United don't want Liverpool to win the league. We already know that. They will be willingly to concede games for Liverpool not to win the league. We know that. They're so stupid. They don't realize when you put that in players' heads, that's the way they're going to behave for the rest of their career. We could down tool in certain games and all that stuff. Football is about winning. Even if your rivals are going to catch you up and all that stuff, it doesn't matter. You need to sort yourself out. Win games. Even if you don't want to win, you have to win those games. You have to sort that out before you try to judge other teams and all that stuff. I think that's what Man United are doing. You know what Liverpool used to do back in the day? We used to look at other teams and, think about what they're doing. And then we lost focus of reality, which is us winning the league and things like that. Nowadays, we don't really focus on other teams and look at the rewards. We're winning games. We're winning, things that we haven't won in years. And that's how it's just the reverse of Man United. Like they're doing what we used to do. Just look at other teams and admire other teams. And like I said, I don't consider them as a big club like that because it's been 11 years now, and we're still like talking about them. They're Man United of old when Ferguson had his hands and everything. Nah, man, allow that, man. Allow that. You don't go to your City rivals, they call you shite, man. I'm sorry, man. If Everton do that to me, I'll quit football, man. I'm done. I'm done. Seriously, I'm done, man. I'm not coming back. And then you got Burnley's that, man. Company needs to be sacked. I'm sorry, man. You can't lose 2-0 at home, especially Bournemouth, man. Come on, bro. Come on. I'm not even gonna go further with that one. And then you got Arsenal. You gotta give credit to Arsenal, people. Whether you like them or not, you gotta give credit to Arsenal. They are impressive. They are the best footballing team at the moment. I don't even like watching Man City anymore. But Arsenal, they're quick. They're powerful. They don't concede a lot. You know what I mean? And that midfield, now they got Partey and Rice. That could see them through, to the end of the season. They are impressive, people, whether we like it or not. I know a lot of people are bringing up the Newcastle score, different scorers and all that stuff. I think they won by 8-0 Newcastle against Sheffield United. 8 different scorers and all that stuff. Well, Arsenal could have won more. They started making substitutions early, you know what I mean? So they could have won by more, but they've taken their foot off the gas. They're challengers, people. Arsenal are challengers. Arsenal are frightening, you know what I mean? And we've got to accept it for what it is. It's us that sat back last season that brought teams into the equation, and now you can see, what can happen when you just sit back and you don't really invest in the team. That's the thing that happens, man. You should never sit back. Yeah, Arsenal. I like watching them. I gotta be real. I like watching them. I hate watching them winning, but I like watching in football terms, if you know what I mean. They are brilliant, absolutely brilliant. As you can see in the league as well, people. Liverpool's still top by 1 point, and Man City obviously 1 point behind, Arsenal 2 points behind. So this Saturday, Arsenal could go top if they beat Brentford. That's a big if in it. Brentford can beat anyone of the days, so let's be honest there. Us three are the only ones, man. Now there's no one behind us, no one in front of us. So these 3 teams are the ones that's gonna win the league. Either one of them. I mean, and we just got to keep going as Liverpool Football Club. We just got to keep going. Can't look too far ahead, man. Just it's game at a time. It used to be just me and Man City back in the day. Now it's like Arsenal thrown into equation. 27 games gone, 11 games to go. Liverpool only lost twice. Man City lost 3. Arsenal lost 4. We've got 6 draws though, guys. Those draws, it's every season we challenge the issues we have. We have too many draws. That's why we lose league titles. So yeah, just win game at a time. What I like about our team at the moment is like we're relentless. We don't really give in. And Van Dijk is a man on a mission. Van Dijk, if he wins the league, can go in history like Eric Cantona when he went to Man United. Someone who's just, who's possessed, who's leading the team and, wants to win things. That's what I see Van Dijk doing this season, man. And like he said, they thought I was finished. They thought I was finished, and the facial expressions like that. I loved it. So as we go on, you can see, the league's very tight. Top 4. It's between a few teams as well. West Ham can be thrown in there. Newcastle, if they can get a winning run together. Brighton is finished. They're going down. They're going. You can't lose like that, man. I'm sorry, man. You can't lose like that. And the bottom 3, I'm afraid, could be the bottom 3. Because Sheffield United are just awful. Burnley can't stop losing. Luton, just lightweight in the centre-back position, man. They need to improve in the centre-back position, in my opinion. So they're gone. I think it's bottom 3 is bottom 3 for me. Not Forest, stop moaning. Just go back up the league, in my opinion. Yeah, man. That's all I got for you today. 12:30, damn. Let me get to the comments before I go, though. Hollywood Rock. Yes. Worst standard of a referee I can remember. Yeah, it was awful, bro. Absolutely awful. Yeah. It's just how it is, isn't it? Unfortunately, the arrogance of referees is the way of the Premier League nowadays. In the old days, referees used to be together with the, like, even though they have a laugh with the players, they were fair, if you know what I mean. They were fair. Nowadays, referees are just absolutely awful, man. Man. 15 points this season we lost from bad refereeing decisions. Can you imagine if we had that 15 points? We won the league. We've won the league, man. There's no looking down. It's gone. But, nobody talks about that. We're still talking about Nottingham Forest, drop ball. 1 minute, 58 seconds later, we scored, people. 1 minute, 58 seconds later. Come on, man. Enough of that nonsense, man. Enough, man. Sideline Football Show says Saturday is better for day. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, mate. No problem. Big up, brother. Cedric says, big up, Fozzy. But listen, welcome back to you guys, man. I know I've been away for a while. I'm trying my best, man. I'm trying my best to do this for you guys on a regular. Big up, Fozzy. Definitely, we should do something. Yeah, mate. You're always welcome, brother. Same as everybody else. Big up, Doug. Big up, Doug. It's been a while, bro. I hope everything is fine with you, man. I miss you on the shows, man. I used to watch all the shows you used to go on, man. But we need to do something as well, bro. Very, very soon. Very, very soon, bro. Yeah. So as you can see in the league, people, it is what it is. Liverpool still top. We have to beat Man City somewhere, somehow. Man, I look at Man City nowadays. I don't think they're what they used to be. I think they're shadow of what they used to be, because they're all about Haaland now. One player that can score goals. Before they used to share the goals around, and they were a dangerous team, technical team that could open you up anytime they want. You saw that Man United game. Man United are awful. If Man United got at their goal line, maybe they could have caused more damage. You saw each time Man United attacked, they could have scored a goal, but their players weren't confident enough. You know what I mean? If they had that much confidence, they would have scored more goals, and they didn't, unfortunately. So it is what it is. Yeah, but listen, if we get our injuries back, I heard Mo Salah is back in training. So if we get majority of our players back from injury, we could give them a game, man. I mean, like, everybody's saying Man City is going to batter us. We'll wait and see. Listen, football is humans versus humans, 11 versus 11. The ones that win is the ones that work harder than the other team. We need to work harder in order for us to win. That's what we didn't do in the Arsenal game. We didn't work harder than Arsenal. Listen, we made mistakes for the goals. Let's just be honest. It wasn't like they didn't mean to make those mistakes. It was just the mistakes in the games, and they scored a goal. They capitalized on it and they scored the goals after that. But if you look at Man City game, we just have to, even if we, let's get the 3 points and get out. Get the 3 points and just get out. I don't need no fancy football. We will have that gap of 4 points after that. Just get that damn points and get out. We're the home team, Anfield crowd. I went to the Luton game. I didn't even experience this kind of like, when the fans play their part to win games and all that stuff. I don't know, because majority of the time we won the games anyway, you know what I mean? But this one, against Luton, the fans, goodness gracious me. I've never seen anything like it. We was losing the game and the fans just got up, started singing and all that stuff and going mad. It was just crazy. And then the players started performing on the pitch and scoring goals. That's what we need to do, man. That is what we need to do. Play our part, man. Play our part. And then we could win. We could hopefully win the league after that. Yeah, man. That's me. That's me, man. Almost an hour. I hope you enjoyed this, people. I will be back hopefully Friday or Saturday. I don't know which day, because we're playing on a Sunday, innit? I need to get the crew back together and we need to do something. Have fun in the preview show and discuss a lot of things. But like I said, people, don't be fooled by this, people that's trying to make us lose focus of reality in regards to winning the league. It's concentrating on the bad decisions and all this stuff. It wasn't our fault, number one. Number two, it happens in every game. It happens in every game during the season, if you know what I mean. So, like I said, there's corners that's given. That's not corners to those teams, but it results in goals. And there's other stuff that happens, that result in goals that nobody even talks about. You know what I mean? So it's crazy, man. It's because Liverpool's involved. They could do that. And like I said in the FA Cup game, Varane pushed down one of their players that was going towards the ball, and Casemiro scored a goal. You know what I mean? And the same referee that was refereeing our game in the League Cup final was there. Chris Kavanagh was there, and he didn't give anything, as he did, in that game in the final. It's ridiculous, man. Just don't be fooled, man. That's what they're trying to do. Yeah, so I forgot to mention Xabi Alonso. Apparently on Sky Sports, they said Sky Sports Germany are saying Xabi Alonso and Bayern Munich, they're talking and it's going well. I've heard Liverpool are talking to him and it's going well as well. So let me give you an example of both teams. Bayern Munich are on the decline. Liverpool is coming back up. Bayern Munich have aging players. Liverpool have younger players. That's the difference between the two teams. Bayern Munich are second in their league, not winning games. Liverpool are top of the league, winning games. So if you go to Bayern Munich, you have to basically reconstruct that team, you know what I mean, and get new players in to replace the old players, and you have to be winning the league in the same season, and there'll be that pressure on you straight away. With Liverpool, we've got a younger team that can stay for the next 5 to 6 years at the top, and all they need is that guidance as we go along. That's the difference between two teams, and there's no pressure at Liverpool Football Club. It's whatever you can do as a manager, especially maintaining us being in the top. That's enough from us. As long as we give it our all, we don't care about success galore like other teams. You put pressure on the manager as soon as he arrives. No, the manager needs time and patience from the fans to guide him through his early stages, and then he will get it right to win the league, as we did with Klopp. That's what we could do for Xabi Alonso. And the most important thing with Xabi Alonso, he's an ex-Liverpool player that we loved. I mean, he didn't want to leave Liverpool. Benitez drove him out to try to get Barry. Don't forget that, people. He never wanted to leave Liverpool. We drove him out. So it's gonna be toss up a coin for Xabi Alonso. He's gonna win the league in Germany, no doubt about that. Look at the way they're performing and look at the points now. Bayern Munich's not even winning games anymore. So if you look at Xabi Alonso, I've even come around to it now. Like, a guy who played for us, he knows what Liverpool's all about. He even said he wants to coach Liverpool one day. This is his opportunity. If he doesn't go for Liverpool and goes to Bayern Munich, I hope we'll never see him again, because I don't want to be second choice to anyone. If he goes to Bayern Munich, good luck, shake your hand. Don't ever come to Liverpool Football Club again. Because I guarantee you, few bad performances, few bad results at Bayern Munich, he'll be at the door. So you got to look into it that way. We don't want someone that doesn't want us. We want someone that wants us. That's the difference between, you know, us and, you know, other clubs. You need to take on the city. You need to take on the fans. You need to take on the club. You need to take on everything else that comes with it. And if you haven't got that, you know that power, then you're not at Liverpool Football Club. I'm sorry, people. Like, if people still think if he goes to Bayern Munich and it doesn't work out and Liverpool job is going to be there for him, then you're not really a supporter of Liverpool Football Club. We're not second choice to anyone. I'm sorry. I'm not second choice to anyone. He needs to decide on us and us only. But if he goes to Bayern Munich, sayonara. You're still a legend. You can come and visit wherever you want, whenever you want to watch our games. That's about it. Yeah, so that's all it is with him. Yeah, guys. I've been obviously to the Luton game, like I keep telling you. There's a video up there. Go and check it out, man. It was so much entertainment in that game. So much entertainment. 1-0 down, we'll come back and beat them by 4-1. Crazy, man. Really enjoyed it. It's the best night at Anfield for years for me, man. I've been going to loads of games in the past, but this one was one of the best. One of the best. And I really enjoyed it. If you check out the video, it's really entertaining. Check it out, people. That's me done, people. Like I said, I should be back on the weekend or Friday. You know, maybe Friday. It's part of the weekend. Let's be honest there. Maybe Friday night. Yeah. So please like, share, subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. And let's get to that 2,000 as soon as possible. And then we move on from there. And I want to get back to UFT to talk about other teams on a regular basis as well. Please go subscribe to that channel, UFT, as well. All right, people. That's me done. See you soon. Take care. And we'll talk soon. Take care, everybody.